Why do chimpanzees poop? Why do chimps tossing excrement is one of life's mysteries, though it may not have even entered your head. If you're not the target, the rather offensive conduct may seem hilarious, but if you are, it will be a nasty process. You might be perplexed as to why they feel the need to feces on others. Here are some informational facts concerning chimpanzee behavior. Do chimpanzees hurl feces because they find it amusing? Chimpanzees respond to events similarly to how humans do in the wild. Throwing items is one of the ways we have of expressing our sentiments and emotions. Why do chimpanzees throw poop? Chimpanzees poop, one of life's secrets, though you may not think about it. The fairly insulting behavior may look funny if you're not the target, but if you are, it will be a painful procedure. Why they feel the urge to defecate on other people may baffle you. Here are some details on chimpanzee behavior for your knowledge. Do chimpanzees entertain or vomit when they do so? In the wild, chimpanzees react to situations much like humans do. One of the methods we have to express our feelings and emotions is by throwing things. There are a few explanations for why chimpanzees only ever fling feces. The basic hypothesis is that chimpanzees kept in cages and in captivity have easy access to it. A chimpanzee won't give much attention to the choice of thing to launch since, in the heat of the moment, when it is feeling upset, it will grasp the first object it sees. They typically don't have access to loose natural items in zoos, so their sole weapon is their feces. In the wild, chimpanzees may use a range of tools, including branches, boulders, and stones they can throw. A chimpanzee would toss anything in its natural surroundings, but in captivity, they have had to get inventive with the restricted resources available to them. Do chimps just toss things when they're upset? For chimpanzees, flinging feces or other things serves as a means of communication as well as a means of emotional release. The group's communication improves as the chimp becomes better at hitting the target. The left side of the brains of the chimpanzees that hit the objects more reliably and precisely had greater maturation. This is where the chimpanzees' processing of communication takes place. They are honing their abilities to become better communicators within the group by engaging in target practice. Does a chimpanzee understand what it is doing when it throws feces at a person? Yes, in some ways. Researchers have studied chimpanzees in captivity and their poop-throwing behavior throughout the years. They concluded that when a visitor was exposed to feces, they reacted to the situation. The chimp has learned to identify the uproar that this drama produces, which promotes their behavior. According to scientists, chimpanzees are able to identify the emotion that is created when they toss excrement at a human, and they will repeat the activity even if they are not furious. Due to the fact that they now know there will be a reaction, they are acting differently than they would in the wild, where they would simply toss excrement to vent rage. Do only chimps kept in captivity urinate? Because they have so many other things to toss, and because throwing excrement is not natural, research reveals that chimpanzees in the wild are less inclined to do it. The wild howler monkeys in Belize, on the other hand, are renowned for tossing their waste. It is the only primate known to do this in the wild and outside of captivity. According to researchers, when a howler monkey senses danger or threat, it will toss its tongue in the wild. It serves as a defensive strategy. Next time you go to the zoo, make sure you learn about the funny but disgusting activities that chimpanzees have developed in captivity. Analyze how they pick targets and free them. Make sure the target isn't you. Well, that's all disgusting facts about chimpanzees, maybe a little add to your knowledge.